What challenges, you faced a lot of challenges, I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
you faced a lot of challenges.
Of course.
Do you have any regrets,
Yeah.
in the life that you have lived? Do you regret anything, because people bring you these elements, now you're getting paid. People may say, Maluk is now using Muti. Maluk is a snake. Maluk have sold out to the Illuminati.
Now
They'll say a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, like my biggest regrets, bro. Like I do have regrets, fam. Like I regret not being more focused. I regret not counting on myself. But that's how we set up.
I'll counter that regret with, you have to regret nothing, because just as you just said what you said, you've actually just freed yourself and your spiritual conscience, so there would be no regrets. Because now you have focus. What you didn't have is because maybe you was still not in a part where you were supposed to see such. So now that you are wiser in how you want to approach life, the Spirit of God is allowing you now to tap into certain realms that you wouldn't have. Yeah. So that's why when I look at you, or when I see you now, you have grown to become more peaceful and at peace with yourself. And I like that. Because that is what brings success, glory, and that's what drives the world to technical beauty. And that's how we'll be able to solve all our people's problems who are willing to have their problems solved. Because you didn't just cry and sit there and complain all day and say, no, bro, lips, it's hard. You hustled. I watched you going through so many steps to try to make it. And funny thing is, you don't even care about trying to make it.
Like for me, man, like there's something like one shorty once mentioned, like like how a lot of people, like they see something in you, but you barely see anything in yourself.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, yeah, you're gonna make it, and you'll be like looking at your pocket to be like, I got nothing right now. I want to make it today. So like it's all playing part of your role, man. Like it's not gonna be miserable forever, bro. Like I think the universe is working towards something.
I like that.
It's not just random like that.
I like that. So you have a few regrets of not focusing, but now you understand that you can't regret because you're now going to focus. So what was won? What did you win? Because everybody say, I want to win, and winning for everybody is different. Some wants money, then they win. Some wants a family, then they win. Some wants a car, then they win. How did you win?
Man, I'll probably say, bro, like, to be at the end of the finish line and still be able to keep your same smile, bro. Like, at certain points, like, there's a lot that you compromise, like, in this life. Sometimes you make deals, you don't see the big hand, like, like, that's always been something that I was, in a sense, my spirit never gelled nicely about, like, people who only like gaslighting. I don't want to be gaslit. I don't want to be made believe something that is not true, because like I put my mind in somewhere that is on murky waters. So like I never enjoyed those type feelings. So I never minded how hard I struggled, as long as I knew what I was in, So for me, I think having a lot of money and not knowing what's going on is worse than being in the mud, but knowing exactly where you are. You can actually locate your spirit. For me, like things like that I deem important.
So we can say you have won your atmosphere and feeling presence to be yourself.
Yeah, I like it's always been like a battle between your space, like you and your space. Like of course, like we always want to expand like our personal space.
Yeah.
That's how we show our power. That's what power actually is. Like, is everyone conforming to your personal
In a
space
sense, yeah.
in that capacity, you know?
Mm.
But for me, I never cared about whether people listen. Okay, when I was growing up, it made I wanted to be heard. Like, are you guys listening to me? I mean, people will be like looking at you. Okay, and then they carry on with their shit.
Well,
but like you'll be saying things that are important and people that can actually help people win.
yeah.
But I'm at that point whereby you don't have to listen to me, fam.
That's nice. So you want the aspect of you being yourself and feeling free and knowing that your contributions are enough because you are comfortable. I like that. So how do you think you are impacting the youth? You know, because you were a kid and other people made moves and you looked up to certain people. And some of them inspired you, some of them did not perhaps.
Yeah.
But every youth have got someone that inspired them. So now you are in a position whereby you are looking at drones and securing. This is all technology of a different level, right? So how are you inspiring the youth, or how do you think you are putting an impact there?
Well,
And how do you want to put an impact there? Because again, you look, it's a lot of work to create and be. So I will never say it's your responsibility to actually do anything for anyone. But as a creator, as an artist, we are born for the people. So knowing that anyway we work for the people, how would we want to impact them with some of the knowledge that you got?
Like, well, for me, it's someone who was saved directly or indirectly by other people, you know, that were directly or indirectly doing their own thing. You know, I looked at these people, I looked at other artists, like there's this line that Busy Bone once said, follow me kids, but don't sit on my steps. Like, to be able to, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Like, to be able to take what works for you and leave the rest alone. Like, people like Jay-Z. Like, yeah, you want to be a billionaire, but you don't necessarily want to sell drugs to your community.
Exactly.
You know? So, which means, okay, you look at people like Bill Gates. They never sold drugs in the community. They're billionaires.
Yes.
So as you're taking like different combinations from different people,
Yes.
we're not white, so we can't fit in Bill Gates' bracket.
Yes.
You
But
get?
we can, because Bill Gates is a businessman.
Exactly.
Because success and power, money, is got no race.
Exactly.
That's why elite,
Exactly.
you and Bill Gates can sit in the same room and advise each other on an intellectual capacity.
Exactly.
And he will say, Maluk is actually a very good businessman. Because how you engage it, we engage it normally on a position of color and already defeat.